Hey y'all, it is your girl Gigi back with another round of Felicia and Frankie's Chaos. First of all, I want to say thank you guys for being patient with me. Life threw me a couple of curveballs, and I have been doing my best to work through those. If you are new here, welcome. Pull up a chair, grab a blanket, get comfy. And if you've been riding with me for a while, you already know the deal. We keep it real, we laugh so we don't cry. Sometimes we do both at once. Who's judging? And we remind each other that chronic illness may knock us down, but it doesn't get the last word. But before we dive in, let me ask you guys, how was your week? How has it really been? I've missed you guys. Take a second, think about it. Did you laugh at something silly? Cry over something frustrating? Or maybe you just survived, and that's totally a win in itself. Drop me a comment or a quick message. I'd love to hear from you guys because we're all in this together. Now, let me tell you, this week has been a ride between crying. Yeah, I seem to do that a lot. The toenails, the grief, the germs that are flying around like confetti, and me still trying to get this big project up off the ground. It has been equal parts tears, laughter, and sheer stubbornness. So let's get into it because if I have learned anything lately, it is that even the messiest weeks have lessons, laughter, and a little spark of grace hidden inside them. Quick disclaimer, y'all. Everything I share here is based on my personal journey with Felicia fibromyalgia and Frankie's psoriatic arthritis. I am not a doctor or a medical professional, just a woman living it day by day and keeping it real with you. So please don't take this as medical advice. Always talk to your doctor or healthcare team about what's best for you. I'm just here to share, support, and hopefully give you a laugh or two along the way. Purpose, pressure, and pushing too hard. Hey, you guys, welcome back. I hope your week has been, well, as amazing as it can be. Mine, yeah, let me tell you, it has been a whole whirlwind over here. I have been finalizing my project and I have been pushing myself so hard. And I keep telling myself I'll have it ready in a couple of weeks. And you guys, that pressure, yeah. It's mostly from me. There's nobody over here holding a whip over me because I don't have it done. It's just me, my stubbornness, and maybe a little nudge from God because honestly, I feel like He's put this idea on my heart for a reason to keep me safe at home, to give me a purpose again, and to remind me that it's okay to have bad days too. My body taps me on the shoulder like, excuse me, did we not agree that we were on the same team? And I'm like, oh, yeah, sure, uh huh. But hey, body, we also have deadlines. I did slow down because the last couple of days, Felicia and Frankie, they teamed up and they knocked me down completely. Like, they were like, girl, sit your butt down or we're going to do it for you. So I was down for a couple of days. Couldn't fight it. I was, I was just, yeah, I just couldn't fight it. And so now I'm just easing back. I'm still feeling a little on the weak side, but good news. Most of my project work involves sitting. So, anyway, that's a blessing and a curse. Blessing because I can at least always do something, and a curse because I hate it when my body reminds me that it's the one that's in charge. When memories hit harder than the pain. Let me tell you, today is my nephew's 17th birthday, and I sent him a happy birthday message. And then I'm in the kitchen on my little stool washing my dishes. And I was thinking, and out of nowhere, I just start sobbing, like full on ugly cry. And it wasn't because I'm sad it's birthday. Like, I'm still flabbergasted that he's 17 and I don't know where time has gone. I can't believe I have a nephew that old. I was floored last year when he got his freaking license. Oh my goodness. I just feel like time has flown by. The problem was I went too far down memory lane. I thought about the day that he was born, and, he was my brother and my sister in law's first baby, and just seeing the love that he had for the baby, and he was just in that awe moment, And I look over and my mom and dad, they're there, and my mom's holding the baby, and she's glowing like she has swallowed the sun. Like, there is this glow around her. And even when I go back and look at the pictures, it's the same thing. Like, she has this glow around her. And I didn't understand it, obviously. Then I didn't understand it. But I became a grandma. And I get it. I get it now. Those babies are the whole purpose. They are what keeps me going. I mean, I know my mom probably was the same way. She loved her grandkids. She, loved being around them. She was very supportive and always very involved in their lives. And I get it. Like, I totally get it now. But you guys, I miss her. I miss her a lot. Some days it's just this quiet ache. And other days, like today, it's a tidal wave where it just knocks me off my stool. I mean, I know she's always with me. I know that. I get it. But it doesn't erase that void, that craving to hug her, to hear her laugh, or to hear her yell my name again. Grief is sneaky like that. It'll wait until you're chopping onions or making coffee, and then bam, it just floors you. And here's the thing, I try really hard to stay positive. You know, I I mean, you guys know I fight depression. I have it. I have anxiety. It's an ugly, ugly thing, and I am no stranger to dark places. I've spent half my life there. But I try really hard to shine and to be positive and be that positive person to other people. I try to push through. But sometimes those little demons, they just crawl out and they remind you that, they're still around. And Felicia and Frankie, yeah, well, they don't help the pain. Pain definitely has a way of making the sadness way heavier than it has to be. Pretty leaves, painful joints. Let's talk about fall for a minute, you guys. The leaves are changing those beautiful colors, the vibrant reds and the oranges and the yellows. Beautiful. The air is crisp. Pumpkins are on the porches. It is totally Pinterest season. It looks perfect out there. Smells perfect. Feels perfect. If your joints aren't plotting a full-scale rebellion. For me, it's the dampness, the moisture, straight up joint misery. Here's the deal. Frankie hates wet air. The moment he senses it, he short circuits, which then sends sharp jolts through my joints. And then a Felicia, she wakes up, of course. And then she immediately joins the chaos, and together they're dragging Olivia. She's the newest member to the group. She gets drug into the mix, and then suddenly it's a full body riot. My hips, my legs, my neck, they all start screaming. Muscles tightening, and even simple movements feel like a circus act. Why does this happen? Well, damp air encourages inflammation, which makes joints stiffen, and muscles they contract. Moisture in the air amplifies nerve sensitivity, which is basically Frankie and Felicia's favorite way to remind me that they exist. Even my circulation feels like it's dragging its feet. Thanks, POTS, making the chill feel 10 times worse. In mornings, yeah, let's not get me started on that. Cracking the window at night, total bliss. Love it, love it, love it. the next day, stepping into the damp, chilly air, no, it's like inviting the whole gang of pain to the party. My body protests everything from walking, bending, standing still. Yeah, Felicia and Frankie are not shy about making their voices heard. So even though fall is absolutely gorgeous, beautiful on the outside, inside my body, it's like a circus rehearsal with no director. Cozy blankets and pumpkin spice everything can't fix this. Though I do wrap myself up in both and pretend like they help. At the end of the day, it's a love-hate relationship. I adore the sight and the smells of fall, but my body, yeah, not so much. My toe. It has its own horror story. All right, y'all. Toenails. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, we're going to go there. I smashed my toe, my big toe, about 6 months ago. And it had like a little split on the top of the nail. No big deal. I buffed it out. No problems. Until I hit it the same stinking toe, I'm pretty sure in the same dang spot a few months ago. And now, like, it is split. Like, it split down the middle, like half my toenail. Oh, and it hurts so bad. Well, now I've been working on it the last couple of months, and as it's growed out a little bit, I've kind of trying to cut that split out, trying to get my toenail to look normal again. Well, I noticed yesterday or a couple days ago, there is a new toenail growing on top of the old nail that got busted. And because there's a great big gap in between them, the toenail is curling underneath each other. It is utterly disgusting. I hate feet. I don't like them. Blech. Ugh. So, this is all like nightmare fuel here, right here. I have, anyway, gross. So I noticed that my fingernails do the same thing. Like, they'll do really good, and then all of a sudden they just look like poop. Like they're flaky and they're breaking. And I try to just keep nubs for fingernails nowadays because it's just gross. But my nails are so brittle, I just don't even know. And so I have a question for you guys. I have literally Googled everything, and I hear gel nail polish helps. I've heard that it hurts. Honestly, I have no clue. I'm a little confused. Fake nails aren't the answer either. I do remember a doctor telling me that that's just like a cesspool for like germs and stuff to be underneath there, but I don't know. I got brittle nails, so I'd be scared to try it. But anyway, if y'all got any kind of tips or advice or whatever, because right now I'm a little disgusted, confused, and mildly traumatized. Anyway, my hips, legs, and neck, though, have been screaming on their own. They got their own little symphony of pain going on. My neck surgery didn't magically make life easier, it made it worse. They added a few extra chapters to the What's Next manual, and I'm still waiting on a prior authorization for my injections for my shots, the ones for my arthritis. So, and then this pharmacy, yeah, they just give me the runaround. It's the gift that just keeps on giving. Same medicine, same time, every month. But yet somehow it's always a circus of, oh, we got to send this out. Oh, no, they did that to me. I literally was like, listen, dude, I'm trying not to be not nice, but I'm trying really hard to be nice. I mean, but like, that's not acceptable, dude. Last time y'all said that, it took you 2 weeks before I got my medicine. I went 2 weeks without my medicine. I'm not doing it again. Y'all need to figure it out. Step up or step out. Because I'm about to the point where I'm about over all of it myself. I'm about to say one more time, and I'm just going to be like, forget it. Move on to bedland full time. No, I'm not. I don't want to be in the bed if I don't have to be. I really don't. I say that all the time, but I really don't. Yeah. So this one, I think I'm going to catch a break. My thyroid also has decided to throw a little tantrum, and so it's on the low spectrum. I think I'm not really. I can't. Those get me so backwards. Anyway, it's on the low side, so I think it's overactive, underactive, whatever. I've gained weight. I don't like it. I thought it was my medicine. I keep gaining weight. So anyway, I had a bunch of scans done and follow-ups. So yeah, stress is alive and well in this household for sure. And then my husband, he's been, having some issues for the last couple of months, and finally he just had it, went to the doctor, and he is now dealing with 3 bulging discs and an impingement on the nerves. So surgery is definitely on the horizon for him. So thoughts for him and prayers for him. And I'm juggling my own chaos over here with Felicia and Frankie because they like to join the party for good measure. Here's the thing. Prayers are strong, positive vibes are flowing, and we're doing the best that we can one step at a time. Because sometimes that's all you can do. And honestly, it has to be enough. Sick, stubborn, and still standing. And speaking of rolling, y'all know my project. My goal was October 1st. Spoiler, didn't make it. But I am still pushing to finish before the convention next week. I am on every angle that I can work. I am doing it. I'm pouring myself into it. And here's the thing. I got plenty of naysayers. People who think I can't do it. That my chronic illness makes me less than. But let me tell you something. I may be sick. I may hurt. I may move way slower than I used to. But I'm not dead. I mean, I can't be done. I'm not done. I'm not. I'm stubborn. I'm as stubborn as all get out. And if you tell me that I can't do something, I'm going to do it twice just to prove you wrong in your face. Does it stress me out? Absolutely. Am I sleeping? No. Maybe an hour, 2 tops. But I keep praying because I believe that this is something God's going to use for good. And honestly, He's already showing up through my friends. My bestie and her husband, they have been here numerous times through this whole process, trying to help with pictures and get the finishing touches on. And that's where we're at now, the finishing things. So I am so beyond blessed and thankful for them and everything that they have done to help me get this going. I have another bestie. She drove 4 hours away just to spend the week with me to help me out. You guys, God has sent me beautiful angels in the human form that are my besties, and I don't take that lightly. I am so blessed, and I couldn't have made it without them this far. So, but some days I'm just tired. I'm tired of fighting meds. I'm tired of bouncing between doctors. I'm tired of being treated like I'm faking it. And when my ribs ache, oh yeah, I forgot that. So now they're saying my ribs, the pains that I've been having in my ribs is from the arthritis. Isn't that great? But anyway, My daughter, she keeps teasing me about getting old. So I just, yeah, I know. I get it. And sometimes all I can do is laugh because if I don't, I'll drown. I feel like I'm going to it'll just suck me up if I don't. One step forward. That's all I can do. Travel germs on one big ball of ouchiness. And now, the convention trip. Oh, it's 5 hours in a car. Stopping every hour or so my hips and back don't have a full on mutiny. It's exhausting just thinking about it, stressing me out. Travel is never, ever, ever simple, period. But then you throw a chronic illness into it, and it is definitely a stressor. You got to plan those stops. You got to you got to stop and stretch and get out and walk. And every bit of those what ifs pop in your head. And yeah, anyway. But the hotel, y'all, has a 24-hour indoor pool and it's heated. I'm so there. I am so there. That's my prize. For the whole trip, that's my prize. There are times where we can go out and sightsee and do, shopping or whatever. Now, this girl right here is going to be in the pool. I'm just staying in the pool. But I'll keep y'all posted on that when I get back. But let's pause there for a second because I really do want to talk to you guys about something super important right now. In case you guys haven't noticed everything that's going on right now. COVID is around. Hand, foot, and mouth is making its rounds. And the stomach bug is out here trying to ruin lives. And for people like us with chronic illnesses, low immune systems, or just straight up immunocompromised, this is not the season to play games. We have to be extra vigilant. Wash those hands, mask up when you need to, because honestly, the last thing we want is to add more sickness on top of Felicia and Frankie, who are already driving us nuts. I don't know about you all, but that's enough excitement for me because, they exhaust me. And then, oh yeah, let's not forget about Olivia. That's what we're calling my new osteopenia sidekick. She's not osteoporosis yet. One day she might be. Hopefully she won't be. I'm going to keep taking the calcium. But anyway, and then you add her in the mix, and sometimes I forget about POTS. Lord, no, I don't know why, but my body don't. Between the dizziness, the weakness, and the random one of faint, it's like my system just wanted to collect the whole set of diagnoses. So here I am, one big ball of ouchiness. And speaking of pain, dude, my head still hurts from that concussion that I got back in March. Like the top of my freaking head hurts. And I can't even tell you, like the thunderclap headaches that I've had, them things are, oh my, they're terrifying and they hurt so bad. It's been months. So I think the next time that I go back and see the family doctor, I am really going to push for that x-ray or a scan because the pain has not gotten any better. I know I had one nurse tell me that, it could take up to a year for it to go away, but freak, it's the top of my head. I can't even put my glasses there. It hurts. So yeah, I'm worried about it, but you know how doctors are. They're all like, it's okay. It's no big deal. Like, they're not worried about it. No, but they get to go home. They don't have to live with it. I do. I have to go home and I have to live with the pain. So yeah, anyway, at the end of the day, that's what we got to deal with. Lots and lots of pain. So yeah, it's a lot. And that's why I keep circling back to the gratitude, prayer, and stubbornness, because otherwise I probably would lose my mind. So that's where I'm at. Grieving, dreaming, toe traumatizing, sleep deprived, praying, stubborn, exhausted. But I'm still moving forward one step at a time. Felicia and Frankie may tag team along, but they're not going to get the final word. I'm just not going to let them. I'm too stubborn. I ain't going to let it happen. Don't forget your fire, guys. So that's where we're at this week, juggling Felicia, Frankie, Olivia, Potts, a stubborn head injury, a toenail from horror movies, and still somehow finding pockets of joy and faith. If you take one thing away today, let it be this. Your illness may change how you live, but it doesn't erase your fire. It doesn't extinguish it. You can still dream, you can still fight, and you can still laugh, even if it's about toenails. Yeah, it's gross. Anyway, before I go, I wanted to let you guys know, well, you know what I gots to say. I gotta say it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, hit that little bell, share it with your friends, and all that good hoorah. Hoorah. Because the more we spread this little corner of honesty and laughter, the more people out there will know that they're not alone. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. You guys are my people, my friends. And this space wouldn't mean anything without you guys. I will see you guys soon, hopefully with a big announcement about my project. But until then, you guys take care of yourselves, mask up, wash your hands, keep those germs away, and remember, it is okay to have bad days. Just don't unpack and live there. You guys have a good week. Bye.